Warning. The following battle you're about to see contains epic fights, lots of fire, and great skill. Welcome, this is Achilles and today I give you one of the hardest 1v1s I have ever had. I am playing against Giltronil II from the XXI clan. I am an Ukul, the Euro Killers, and yeah. So, for my army, gonna high up again. I'm gonna just let it play because I have lots to say before the battle starts. I have Marshal Soult, 18th Regiment d'Infanterie de Ligne de Brave, 6th Régiment d'Infanterie Légère, 2 Old Guards, a Lancer, 3 Chasseurs à Cheval and the Guard Chasseurs à Cheval. There's 4 Swiss foot and 4 normal chasseurs. The reason why I'm gonna speed this up now. The reason why I deploy on this side is because my opponent is playing as the Ottomans, and in lately games I have seen that the Ottomans can be very powerful on this map, certainly in a 3v3, and I was in the middle over here. And I couldn't push back to here because otherwise I would have exposed my 2 teammates' flank. It was a really hard fight, really close. I had to thank it to my teammates that they could pull off their fight. But anyway, he has 2 soldier guards, Seva cavalry, daily horsemen, and a mounted nizam. And the reason why I mind this because I have light cav, and I expected at least 3 sword units, and swords in the forest are weak, so I thought let's go over here. I could stand here, but here there is almost no terrain, and when you're the Ottomans you have to be mobile and you have to have terrain, and that's why I'm choosing where I want to battle in. And he said to me that his real power is attacking, and I totally agree with that. You're going to see it in a moment. And he is just putting every effort in it to break my flank in a moment. And I rely on control. So I control everything. There is no risk in what I do. I play complete safe, so I have full control all the time over my troops, which is really important to me. So everyone has his game style. I'm not really a rush attacker. I could do so, but I prefer to do like this. I have my elite light and line here to watch over the flank. I'm going to push with these units, 2 old guards in spare, Marshal Soult over there. And I am going now over the army of Giltronil II. So, as I said, 2 Slaughter Guards, Sifai, Daily, and a Mounted Nizam. He has 5 lights, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 line infantry, a Bashi Bazook level 4, and a general bodyguard. So I'm gonna speed up till the battle starts. I wanted to take this forest and actually the hill with my 2 units, but he's going to put a light and line in here very soon to face that one. I wanted to secure my flank over here, and I wanted to put my cavalry over here, but he was much earlier than me when I came to the idea that he will be overflanking me. So I will just make him scared with my many cav, but I'm actually scared of his because these are heavy cav. These are excellent lancers, the best lancers in the game. So I'm not going to harass them without infantry support, which is right here. A light and a line. I'm going to keep my guard chasseurs à cheval in spare. And we will see what he does. So I'm gonna speed this up. This battle is not pretty long, but it takes long to the point where the action starts. This guy also told me he liked to fight on his own, and I am not really that good in 1v1s. My strongest point is in team battles, 2v2 or 3v3, but not 1v1. I feel more comfortable taking down one army and then another arm. How do I say this? Never mind, the attack starts. So I have here 2 units protecting my flank from all these units. And I have to go in square, the cavalry comes. I'm going to put my cavalry here so he will feed some cavalry to this direction and not concentrate on this side. Here he already threw away his daily horsemen. My men are in the forest, taking heavy casualties. Still, we're holding just fine. So, when I saw how aggressive he attacked me, I was a bit nervous. I mean, I am never confident in a 1v1, but still. I pull my old guard back so they do not take many casualties. As I said, he has put a line infantry there, and over here I am trying to lose some pressure on this side by pressing on his center, so he will be more focused on that than on my side. But my troops here are holding just fine. They are losing slightly. Well, the computer says that, but I'm pretty sure they have more kills than these guys. And that is actually what I do. I look weak on my flank, so I draw him in, but he knew I was going to do that for some reason, so he did not come too far. I'm now connecting with my flank. I'm gonna pull back cavalry, charge right in. I'm gonna pull these guys in square. I'm gonna charge a cavalry unit in, I think. No? But anyway, I decided this was the time to pull a little bit back to reform my line, because he just shot up his own cav, actually. He just shot up his own cav. He's going to use his general. He's going to send his general to here to try to get him back, but it will not help him. So here he is really putting a pressure on me. He reminds me of Hunter, but only Hunter will bring melee and then I would be screwed.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
And also he has too many heavy cav to look like Hunter, but the thing is he is really focused on his attacks. I mean, Hunter would be here. Like 2 meters from my infantry. But this guy, just how he executed it, I think he should better he should have chose Britain, actually, because he's not going to use his Bashi Bazook until the very end of this battle, and I am just here with a lot of reservists. I mean, I'm not using these troops at all. I'm just using my 2 lights to hold them up over here. And actually on this flank, these 2 lights and these 2 damaged infantry are holding up 3 cavalry, 3 line and a light. Once again he is shooting in my chasseurs. I am now moving up here with my infanterie de ligne, and my 6th Régiment d'Infanterie Légère, supported by a Garde Chasseur à Cheval, taking some free shots at this Nazim Cadet Infantry, putting some cav on the side because he's going for a full-out assault. He knows if he breaks me here, then I'm gone. I mean, I have here 4 units and he has 4 units over here, 3 over here, so that's 7 units against these, and then another 4 against these 4 plus cavalry. So he's going to charge his cavalry and trying to get a volley off. Did I get in square? No, I did not get in square. I think it was to save these chasseurs. Going to charge my lancers and pin them down, make sure they rout. I did not go in square here for a reason. I wanted my men to just shoot, because otherwise this would be a lost case. Then he would rush up these lines over here, and then the game would have ended right away. So I didn't go in square. I did take some casualties, but my troops are holding just fine. I lost 1 troop already. He lost a heavy cav at the cost for 1 damaged Swiss foot. And maybe my lance. So here he is coming close. I've put my old guard on my flank because I thought this was the time to counter him. I actually wanted to risk the life of this very expensive, excellent unit to make sure I have the cav advantage. I mean, I already have the cavalry advantage, but he has heavy cavalry, and I, in a way, don't like heavy cavalry. So here I'm going in square, getting a volley off. My chevaux lancers are taking the charge. So this was really timing. And I'm gonna counter charge him over here, but he will go in square. So now both our cav is trapped here. My chasseurs are gone. And I just keep attacking. So here he has 2 squares. I know my infantry is gone, so I'm just going to keep harass his cavalry. So to make sure that cavalry is gone over here, my lights routed, my line is shooting, bad morale. It's looking pretty dire here, but I will come back there later on. Here I did go in square, and I really wanted to get rid of his cavalry because I don't, like I said many times already, I don't like heavy cavalry. So over here I brought up my chasseurs à cheval to shoot these routing troops so that they will shatter as they did. And I'm going to flank with my old guard. And he's bringing up his light that came back from routing, I think. He's bringing up another Nazim infantry. He's leaving this open, but he can't permit it because I only have these guys here and an old guard in spare. So these are the units. These are the 4 units, or no, 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 units that needs to clear all of this, and they will. So I'm going in square just in time. I'm gonna shoot with my chasseurs à cheval. Then I saw the opportunity. He has no cav in his line, so I'm going to charge first his Salitre guard, and then I'm gonna charge into his lines. So here is a little guard routed, big time for me. I'm now going to counter charge him pretty hard. There is cav everywhere. His light just routed, there is low morale. I'm gonna pull them back. Again, I'm gonna do fire at will with my old guards so that they will rout and shatter. So now he's trying to run away. I'm gonna move up my 2nd old guard. Normally I don't use my veterans. I try to not use them at all. But this time this is different, so I'm gonna use this as a meat shield. I'm gonna pull these over there. I'm gonna pull them pretty close, and then he leaves this open to me. So I'm going to push up these guys over here, slightly a bit back because I do want to have them in reserve. I can't pull this off with these 5 units. He only has 5, bad morale, his general is there. And I have 2 old guards, so how can I lose? But he is he is sacrificing this 1 unit to buy his others time to prepare a flank. He has light infantry, so that will be a meat shield for him, and I'll be shooting these instead of the line, so we're taking 3 shots at my old guard. So over here my troops came back from routing. I'm going back to there to regain position. He's moving his mounted Nizam over. I still have my guard chasseur à cheval on spare, and 2 other chasseurs à cheval. I'm going to attack his lines because my old guard is ready. It's ready down to 52. It's about to break. Normally they break around 45 or 30. But I just want to make sure that they don't break, so I'm going to attack with my cavalry. These are now just meat shields. The morale is low, so now I'm gonna move up my old guards. I'm gonna flank around. Here his mounted Nizam are charging my chasseurs. As I was busy here, I did notice it there, and I go in square and I go back with my old guard and chasseur, because I do not want to lose my chasseur. So now I'm gonna fast forward a bit. The battle about the flank is done.
One of our units has used
He's going
all
to do the
its
smartest
ammunition, sir.
thing. He's going to make a line here, and he's going to use this forest as his flank. But he still has a Bashi Bazook, and he doesn't have any cav anymore. I do, but I really wanted to spare them for those Bashi Bazooks. And these cavalry are kinda dead. Over here I'm trying to take the forest. He's alone in there. I have 2 elite units, or semi-elite, so they can go and shoot at them. Over here I have, let's say, a full chasseur and a full Swiss foot. I have 1 old guard, 79 men, 1 of 49, a chasseur, a Swiss foot, and not much, to be honest. My general is still okay, 3 cavalry. So from this point of view you can say the battle has won, but that's not entirely true. He has this, and if I don't watch out he will mop up my flank. For the simple reason he can use his light infantry to weaken my troops to 49 or so, and then he will charge in his Bashi Bazooks and they will be no match, even in square. So that's the danger I'm facing. That's the opportunity he has to use, and he will try to do that, but therefore I will go spread out and I will take him not in a really full out assault, but I will put heavy pressure over here. I will bring my cavalry over here to make sure that Bashi Bazooks is killed. So I'm gonna speed this up. I have plenty enough of time. I'm going to shuffle over my Guard Chasseur à Cheval. Here I started a little engagement with this lights. Some nice shots with my Swiss foot. I have the range advantage, so I'm just going to snipe him. He's gonna pull back slightly, more and more. This unit stays here to make sure he doesn't get on this, because then the game would be over for me. He's pulling slightly back. I will be too greedy with these chasseurs and I will walk into their line of sight rather soon. So here I started to think what I was really going to do. I have a little cavalry, but he's not going into square for this. He will not go into square for this. It will be gone before it reaches him. I can do a little bit of shooting at his flank, but It will do not much damage. And infantry wise, he has more infantry. The numbers, I should say. And I don't want to lose this old guard yet. So over here I'm engaging. I'm gonna pull these forward to shoot at the Nazan light infantry. I'm gonna shoot at the light infantry, trying to hit the Bashi bazooks. Here I'm gonna stop, and I should have shot at the Bashi bazooks. Will I do? Yes. Down to 75, bringing my Régiment de Ligne as meat shield and pulling my cavalry. I ran over my own man. Oh, what a micro mistake. What a micro mistake. And the sacrifice I have to make now is that my cavalry is going to be shot up by those Nazim credit infantry.
Our men are running,
These
sir.
Bashi bazooks lost half of their men, but still standing strong. Also a little micro mistake here. Charging my Swiss foot in, shooting from the back of my now he's gonna rush up these to shoot these, so these will have a free game over here. I really wanted them to die, so I'm going to charge on my cavalry. I have to turn these, otherwise they can overflank me. So this is a really dangerous moment over here. I killed 4 of my own troops for my own mistake. I ran in the line of fire. He should have pulled here though. He should have pulled here. But I'm not gonna say what he's gonna do. He's a really good player. So over here his Bashi bazooks routed. Here's my general. And I'm going to answer this one real quick. So let's go on.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
So that's my old guard, ran out of ammo. Here I'm just being a threat for this line. I will not engage. I will just make sure that these cannot support this flank, because otherwise he could turn the tide when I don't want to do that. I still have some cavalry here, and therefore he cannot abandon this position with those units. Here I made a line with my troops. I'm going to go and sustain melee with my old guards. These troops will be out of ammo, and he has a lot of men left in his regiments. Here again, too greedy. Line of fire. So I may have more troops infantry wise. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4 units, but they are so depleted. They are so depleted. Here I'm trying to kill his general with my cavalry. If I kill the general, it is over. But he's using his general quite smart. Here I'm going to charge in with my cavalry. I waited a little bit for this old guard to go in melee, so he could not go in square.
A glorious victory, sir.
But his general will take it out. Here my old guards routed. And here I thought the battle was won. But nothing seemed to be true. Here is General trying to turn the tide, covering the lineup for his man. He's now gonna pull them back. I'm gonna charge my general right in, and that is the reaction he expected. So now my general is vulnerable to this and this. So I pull them back. I put these in square. I thought, no, I did not. We're gonna charge my cav right in. But that is a square. He formed a square. Sorry. So that was my cav. My cav will be shot up by these troops. And it's really smart how he played with this general. He used this general and this line infantry to first of all lure out my own general and then kill my other cavalry. So now he's going to retreat in this forest, make a last stand. I made a couple of mistakes that slew down my process of winning, but if he would win, I would just have posted the results anyway. So here I make the mistake of leaving my lights without any protection. But I thought, let's take out the general, but now he's going to use his line infantry to shoot my general, to shoot my guys. This will be a lost case, so I did see it, so I'm going to pull back my general. I'm going to use my lights to... There's too much going on. I'm going to use my lights as a meat shield for these guys are trying to attack them. His general is going for my old guard to go in square, quite smart. My man is shooting these in the flank, but the morale is getting low. And the way how he uses his general is just fantastic. I mean, here line up side just to shoot my own general. So I did see it again, and I did retreat again. I'm down to 7, he's down to 7. Therefore it was each 12 and 12, if I did remember correctly. So here I have 5, here he has 7. He's going to mop up the rest of my troops. I'm going into melee with these Nazim infantry. I'm going to line up my old guard. I'm going to use my general for some moral support over here. And I'm here trying to shoot up the Nazim infantry. But I did see that the general was nearby, and the general will force me to go in square, and then they will just take 3 shots at me. So I really wanted to get rid of these guys first, but they are tough. They are winning, even though I have the numbers. So like I said, he forced me into square. 66 men left. His general is just... It's just brilliant how he uses his general. Over here, I'm gonna pull back my general and my old guard, but no, he refused it. He's going to force me in square again. He's going to move up his line again to shoot. And here he sees the opportunity, and our general fight is going to be end quite soon. And you know the outcome right now. So both our units routed at the same time. He routed my general, and if this was a normal unit, I would have been screwed. The game would just end, it would just rout. But this is an old guard, 58 men left. He's going to charge his general in. He did see he's not in time, so I could line up. I'm going to shoot his general, and he's going to rout. Down to 2. And there his general shattered. So now it's fight the old guard against the Nazim credit infantry. And at last he wanted to go in the forest to have the forest cover, which is quite smart. I would have done the same, but the moral was against him. And so again my old guards gains victory for my army.
One of our units has
Just when it fired its last shots, it was out of ammo. So this was a really close battle. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.